Hello Libra, and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're gonna take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the next 3 months of October, November and December, and we're gonna look at the meanings of the cards pretty much from every aspect: love, relationship, money, career, finance. So there's something in it for everyone, but as usual this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. So let's get started. We're going to start with your Spirit Animal Oracle card, and the card that has a message for you today is the Parrot Spirit. Watch your words, number 45. So this is the card. I think it's clearly saying that you have to watch yourself, watch your words, whatever you're saying. And this can be whatever you're saying to yourself, whatever you are saying to others. It can be like, self-talk as well. Like, are you talking about yourself? Are you talking to others positively? Whatever you are doing, very important that you are watching your words and make sure that they are loving and healing words, and they're focusing on strength, abundance and positivity. So make sure, whether you're self-talk, whether you are talking to others, pay attention to the words you're saying. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading you do have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, which is the card of early successes. This is the card when you made your plans and you're actually seeing that your plans are working. This can be that some of you are decided, okay, I want to get a new job. You're starting to apply for new jobs and you're getting callbacks, you're getting interviews. Some of you are started a project and it's kind of indicating that yes, it's going to be successful. Some of you started your own business and you can see that the early successes are coming in. This is a very adventurous card. This is kind of showing that you are taking some risks. On a relationship perspective, this card is indicating that if you're single, you're not necessarily looking to settle down. You're enjoying the freedom you have and you're enjoying the adventures. Now, if you are in an existing relationship, you are actually thinking about the next horizon of that relationship, because you see that, okay, this relationship is working. So what's going to be the next step? Are we going to move in? Are we going to get engaged, get married, have children? Whatever the next step in the relationship, you're kind of considering it. This can be also connected to international relationships. So it might be that you are working internationally, you are thinking about taking your business to a global level. Some of you might be in an international relationship where your partner is in a different country or continent, but it can be also connected to traveling overseas. Now the first card we have here for you is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is the card of love. It's the card of nostalgia and the card of kindness. So whenever this card comes up, I think for some of you it might be connected to the words that you're saying, that you need to, it has to focus more on love, kindness, and this card is also connected to, for some of you, to children. Maybe you're working with children, there's something with your children in terms of some successes that you're seeing. But this card generally goes back to the past, when we are feeling nostalgic, when we are feeling when we are thinking back to the old days, when things seem to be a little bit easier, a little bit simpler. So some of you might be feeling very nostalgic, but this is the card when you're kind of connecting back to the past. And this connection can be that maybe you are bumping into somebody from the past, or something from the past is coming back. Some of you might be meeting an old friend, an old coworker, an old boss, or an old lover, somebody you haven't connected for a while, and you're kind of thinking back the good old days and how you enjoyed working with each other. The next card here is the Judgment card, which is definitely connected to something coming back from the past, something that you thought it was dead, done, and over with. This is the card where something, as I said, maybe an old relationship, an old work, an old project is coming back to, I put it in a quotation, to haunt you in a way. well, it can be kind of haunting because these people are kind of rising from the grave. But again, like, when it, or maybe there's something around Halloween, I'm not sure. But this card is all about your true calling as well, and recognizing whatever your true calling is. Maybe you're gonna get the call for something, right? Like the call to do something, or you're gonna get a call like an actual call, a phone call of some sort. This can be also that you're recognizing whatever makes you happy from a relationship or career perspective, and you're also following the path, the following that you are called to come to this earth. Now, the judgment can be also connected to that. Maybe you are going through an evaluation period. If you're kind of at work, that you are being evaluated because maybe there's some kind of an opportunity for you, and you have to kind of make sure that you're doing a good job. But judgment is also connected to some kind of a decision, like a life-changing decision, especially if you're going through some kind of a legal process. This can mean that people are getting whatever they deserve, whatever karma kind of brings them. But judgment can also tell you that make sure that you are not judging yourself harshly, right? And that's kind of definitely connected to the parrot spirit, because judgment can be that you are too harsh with yourself or with people around you, so you need to kind of, or with your partner as well, so you need to make sure that you are a little bit softening that approach. The next card in your reading is the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is the card of indecision, when you need to make some kind of a choice and you have hard time deciding it. But it's kind of in the past. So with the Three of Wands, some of you might have made the choice because you made the plans with the Three of Wands. But nonetheless, the Two of Swords is connected to indecisiveness, when you don't know how to make a decision, when you need to choose between two things and you just don't know which one to choose. Maybe two people, maybe two jobs, or whether you want to be on your own, or whether you want to be in a relationship, or whether you want to go on your own as having your own business, or stay where you are. What's really important with the Two of Swords, that you need to listen to your inner voice, your inner guidance, and that kind of tells you what is the right way. It's very interesting. You have to kind of hear this water, because her goal is to get to these other islands to discover new things, and you also have here the water, and this is also connected to discoveries, because he sent out the ships and they're coming back. So maybe that message is relevant for some of you. But Two of Swords can manifest for some of you in a form of a conflict. When there's a conflict and you're kind of trying to be neutral, you're trying to be not taking anybody's part as well. Now, the next card in your reading is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is the card of conflict, and it is also a card of competition. So if it is manifesting in your life as a conflict, then it might be connected to the Two of Swords, where you're trying to be neutral in this. But generally, it is representing a conflict where people are coming from different backgrounds, and their difference is kind of that's causing the conflict. It can be also connected to where people are trying to see how far they're able to go. Like it can be connected to when you're kind of practicing, training, okay, how far I can go. But generally, this card can be connected to training, practice of some sort, when you're kind of getting ready for something. Maybe some of you have been in school learning something, or you've been in training for something at work as well. But it can be also connected to competition, as I said. Maybe your industry that you are in, or the work that you have, like at work, you have a lot of competition with, or you're trying to go for a position, and there's a lot of people that are trying to get that position, whether it's a promotion, whether it's a new job. But it can be also that, there's just, from a relationship perspective, there's a lot of competition. Maybe you are interested in somebody who is very popular, and you're not the only one who wants to get the attention of this person. Or you might be also this person that's very popular, and people want to get to know you. Then the next card here is the Knight of Pentacles. As a court card, it can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This is the Knight that's very meticulous, plans everything by the book, and very reliable, very faithful. This person is definitely there for the long run. And one challenge with this person that is like a very slow moving energy. So if it's not a person in your life, it can be that things are not moving fast in some area of your life. Maybe there's a very slow moving relationship, maybe like a job or the industry that you are in is very slow this period of time. But again, this can be representative of a long-term relationship, a very reliable, faithful person. But usually the Knight of Pentacles is actually a guaranteed success of some sort. Once he gets going, you can expect that he's gonna deliver success. So I think you not only have here the early successes, but you also have the long-term successes that are awaiting you. It can also manifest itself as an offer. It can be a job offer. It can be an offer for a house of some sort. It is definitely a very stable, reliable offer that you need to consider because it will bring you long-term stability. Now let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because that's an indication that the reading helped you. And you can also help me to grow the channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. Only a very few % of people end up subscribing. So I hope you're going to be one of them. And I'm always very excited to read in the comment how this reading is resonating with you. Now the next card in your reading is the Strength card. So the Strength is all about being brave, being strong, being courageous, and trusting yourself. Leo energy. Definitely you can see the unlimited sign indicating that there's unlimited potential ahead of you. So whenever this card comes up, your self-confidence is really key. Whether you're trying to get a relationship, whether you're trying to get a business opportunity, a job, a position, being brave, being self-confident is very key. And I kind of love the fact that you're going from this indecisive person into success and somebody who is self-confident. The Strength card can also mean that some of you are making moves that can surprise people. But your bravery is very key this period of time. Now you also have here the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is the card of mourning, the losses that happen in our life. It is also the card of sorrow and sadness. What's really important here with this card that you are kind of sad about something that happened in the past, and because there's definitely something from the past that's coming back, and it makes you sad because it reminds you something that you lost. Now the message of the Five of Cups is always not everything has been lost. These two cups indicate the new opportunities that you need to focus. So you need to shift your attention to the opportunities that are presenting themselves, and be brave, and that's going to bring you way more, not just those three cups, but the bridge and the castle as well. So focus on opportunities. And the last card we have here for you is the Death card. The Death, that's indicating a change in your life, a change that's all about a chapter finishing and a new one beginning. And what's really important that, like death, it's something that you're not able to change. So the more you fight it, the harder that change is gonna be. So it's very important that you accept the change that's happening, and you accept whatever that brings to you. Because when you kind of look at it, this imagery shows that there's a new dawn for you in that's coming, a new chapter. And even like the kings, doesn't matter how much they fight the the system, change cannot, they cannot avoid change, and these people are representing how you can accept change. Some people might be afraid, some people might welcome, and some people might be hoping for it. So this just indicating that, you know, something has ended in your life, or something is ending. It might be a project, it might be a job, it might be a relationship. For some of you, solitude. For some of you, a relationship is changing, or your job is changing, or the industry is changing. What's really important here, that you embrace this change. But it's also kind of, I find it interesting that, you know, something that you might have thought that it was over, it was done, it's coming back into your life. Like maybe an ex boss, or an opportunity that you thought you missed out on, and it's kind of coming back. So make sure that you are very careful with your words. But when you look at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Sun. I kind of love to see that for you here, because the Sun is all about positivity. The Sun is all about vitality, luck, abundance, love, being free as well. And it can be connected to, like, you know, for some of you, that make sure that your words are positive. But generally, the Sun brings you good things in your life. This is the most positive card in the whole deck. So whatever you have here in terms of changes, it's going to be very positive. It's going to bring you a lot of good things in your life. So just embrace that positivity and embrace change. So definitely put into the comment that I embrace the change because it brings positivity in my life. And again, like, just be more positive, because you have with the Sun, it's always making things way better. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading is resonating with you, and a lot of positive things will come into your life, and I'll be able to welcome you again.